Yo.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We are live, okay? This is, you know who this is. This is TTFP, okay? And I'm back at you with another video that's going to astound your asses, all right? So, uh,
You hear me, Princess?
yeah, I can hear you on Matador.
Okay.
Can you all hear me? Like I said, we are live with another outstanding video from TTFP, okay? We got our Matador here. Ace is going to be jumping in soon, okay? So let's get started. I apologize for being late. Um, just some shit happened that I couldn't get to it. Okay, so I do apologize to y'all. Okay, and I got one question. How do you go to E3 with the floor all to yourself and still mess up the whole thing? Seriously, we heard the excuses. We heard the famous old one-liner. Wait until E3. All 2018, 2019. What? Wait, we can go back 2017, 2016. Okay, and it's crazy these are because there are still Xbox fanboys on Twitter saying, "Wait for E3. It's over, bitches." Okay, some of these diehards give Xbox at E3 a whopping 8 out of 10. And when things like that happen, I'm beginning to wonder if the Xbox community understands what gaming is supposed to be. Because before I even get into this topic here, okay, here's a quote, okay, and guys, see if you can get this. Here's a quote. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm checking the chat because some people popped in here. Um, Let me do the quote first. What was that quote that I wrote down? Oh, yeah. He's Here's a quote, like I said, from next round that I responded to on Twitter. Okay, and it's gonna sound really fucking stupid. Okay, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna sound really fucking stupid. Okay, he said, and I'll say again, I quote: PlayStation fans are a bit spoiled lately because of their exclusives. I don't want games handed to me on a silver platter. I want them to be earned. You can't you can't make this shit up, okay? You can't. Basically, the Xbox extremists are now saying they feel that as a consumer, they have to do the work. They're now saying it's not up to these companies who we pay for quality games. It's up to us to earn their games in any games they give us. This is so stupid that I cannot even begin to comprehend what kind of genetics you need to have in order to come up with something that bad. These Xbox fanboys are, I'm going to say a special breed, but I can't even say that. They're a weird breed. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. But before I get into the first topic, we got El Matador. Introduce yourself. El Matador? Hello? All right.
Sorry. Sorry. I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here.
oh,
Sorry. Sorry.
you just scared the shit out of me. You popped into.
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened with my phone. I was trying. I was mute because I was doing something. But yeah. Hey everybody. My name is RDM Matador 09. We're gonna have some fun over here today. Share the video on Twitter, YouTube, whatever the fuck. We're gonna have some fun, guys. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have some fun. Tell your friends, tell your family to come hang with us, and let's have a great show. Let's speak the truth.
All right, Matador, did you hear the quote that I just mentioned? This guy saying that we're spoiled on PlayStation with exclusives, and he'd rather not be handed games. He wants to earn his games from Xbox.
What does that even mean? Like,
I
this
don't know.
guy even thought before even saying that shit?
I don't know.
What do you mean, like by hinting at his game? What do you mean by that? Like, why does that even mean? What the hell? Anyway,
I don't.
I don't
I,
know. I don't know. Look, some people are very damaged after this E3, especially with Xbox. So we gotta take that into consideration. You know what I mean? They are really hurt. You know what I mean? They are mentally. Some of them are mentally hurt by this. Okay, so you gotta take that into consideration, and we just gotta give them time to recuperate because it went down on Sunday. He just went down.
yeah, it did. It did. Before we continue, before we start the first topic, let me just shout out some people. Nailbat, what's up? Quick High, Andre, Envy, and Big Cloud. What's going on? Um, but yeah, you know what? Let's just dive into this first topic, okay? Um, my first topic, my open topic, of course, is Xbox at E3. Okay, you all know that. Um, I'm going to give my quick thoughts on it, and we're going to get into the topic. Okay, so Xbox E3 was trash, pure fucking trash, plain and simple. Okay, there's really no way of going about it. You know, I knew it from the first moment when I saw Phil Spencer's big ass head on stage with his fucking thumbs in his pants as usual. Okay, I knew it. I knew it right then and there. I will give them a little credit for showing Ori and the Will of Wisps. Okay, and all the third party games we will be playing on other consoles. I'll give them that. Thank you, because now nobody else has to do a show. You helped us out. Anyway, but Microsoft had the whole floor to themselves. Let me repeat. They had the whole damn floor to themselves and still wasted opportunities, okay? They wasted opportunities to show off Gears 5 gameplay. They wasted time showing us Minecraft. And then they had the nerve to show off new Battletoads game that looked like an iOS game or something you can play on your phone. That's fucking ridiculous. And all that time they took to make this game, I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, out of 14 so-called new games they showed off, some of it was DLC. Bleeding Edge just looked like a game called Space Lords that you can download right now for PS4 or Xbox One. But I think the biggest slap in the face to any Xbox enthusiast is the fact that they showed a glimpse of Halo Infinite and no gameplay whatsoever while also announcing their next gen console, and it still failed to impress. I'll get back to my thoughts, but I want to open the floor, you know, open the floor for this one. And Amador, I want you to speak your mind, okay? Your Xbox E3 thoughts, and just go in on them if you have to. Just do it.
All right. Before I say anything, before guys, this is not because I think let's put this out there. This is not a anti Xbox channel. You know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna say what I think what happened with the Xbox E3. It's not like I'm putting down Xbox or like I don't like them or anything like that. I'm just going to keep it funky and honest. Okay. Before I'm just putting that out there before anything. Before I'm accused of I'm an anti Xbox. But anywho, uh Xbox. How
Can anyone hear me? Just to make sure.
what happened?
Oh,
Oh,
what's up, Ace? Yeah, we can hear
no.
you. We can hear you.
Okay.
We can hear
Continue.
you.
Sorry about
Oh, you're good,
All right,
man. Okay. How can you mess it up? How can you fuck it up? How? Like you had the floor by yourself. I mean, look, EA fucked up, Ubisoft fucked up. Like mostly everybody messed up, right? and you had an opportunity to, get some momentum. Say, hey, guys, we're still here. We got stuff coming. Just hang in there. No, Princess, like, I don't know what the hell. I think Phil Spencer don't care. This man, I don't know, he doing this is on purpose to hurt their fan base. And you know what, Princess? I feel bad for the real, not the fanboys and the real Xbox guys who went first to get the $500 Xbox One X. Those guys, you know
Yep.
what I mean? Because I feel those guys got robbed, Princess. They got robbed. Like, look what the hell they show. Multiplats, right? And then you see what Phil Spencer did. We got 14 announcements for our studios, right? I'm like, me. I mean, I knew what I was some bullshit. Like, they're not gonna show 14 exclusives, and I know they're not gonna do that. I know they're not gonna do that. And look, showing DLC for freaking Forza Lego shit. Like, I'm like, are you freaking
I
kidding
know.
me? Are you freaking kidding me right now?
I didn't get to that yet, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I was going to get to that, but that's crazy. Yeah.
And showing indie. So let me tell you, I'm not an anti-indie guy. Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you cannot show indies like Cuphead and what that little what that indie that's coming on next year who got delayed
Which one?
with the blue thing with the blue what's the name of that indie? Where the West? What's that? What's the name?
Ori.
Ori, there we go. Ori and Cuphead, right? Those two games can be in the main stage because they have earned respect for a lot of people, right? And so I think those two indies they can be in the stage. But anything else, no. Keep that. Look. They showed some paper, whatever drawing thing, a deer simulator, literally a deer simulator. A freak, like, what the heck is going on? Like, if Phil Spencer, like, he just trying to like troll us, like, I was just shocked, Princess. I could not believe it. I just looked at, I'm like, dude, this is like 2017 E3 all over again. There was a lot of indies, like, I was like, I cannot believe this man's doing, like, dude. And then the flying simulator. I'm like, dude, what's going on? I'm being trolled right now. Like, what is going on? Where is the bangers? Where are the real stuff? The big monster announcement? Where they at?
Good question.
Like, I just could not believe. Like I just. Well, I was, in Zaire, and I was just listening to them, and I felt bad. And let me shout out, if you don't mind, President. I want to give a shout out to Zaire because he was spot on. He knew what the hell they were going to show, and he was pretty much spot on everything. He knew what they're going to show, and they said, "No, you don't know what the hell you're talking about." You blah blah blah. And look, he was right, man. Like he gave a lot of L's. And I'm like, this is what, look, he was right. Look what the hell, pretty much what he said, that's what happened. And it's crazy that, that he just wanted the best for the Xbox. And some of these guys, they're not going out there and speaking their mind. Enough is enough. Trash, man, trash. Gear 5, Princess, Gear 5. That should come on September. And you're not showing no real campaign gameplay. We gotta wait.
They never do. They never do when it comes to yours.
No, we gotta wait during the summer. That's where we're going to show some campaign. I'm like, wait, what do you mean in the summer? Why you cannot show me now? You're in the main stage. Like, what's going on? Like, I couldn't, like, no Game for Gears, which I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of spooky. And I heard, and look at this. This doesn't make no sense. They got gameplay exclusively on IGN after the show. They show gameplay on IGN only on IG, and I'm like, why? Why you didn't showing your stage? And from what I heard, I mean, it could be anybody's opinion that it kind of looks like Gears 4, just a little couple of new things. That's it. Which
Wow.
I heard that. I mean, it could be subjective, it could be the true, but I'm gonna be honest, Princess. I'm gonna say right now, I'm gonna get Gears 5 from Game Pass. I'm not buying it. I'm gonna get Gears 5 with Game Pass because there's a lot of games coming on September. Borderlands, Code Vein. Thank God we got a release date finally, September 27th. Finally, so I'm gonna get Gears on Game Pass. I'm gonna play the campaign. Hopefully, it's good. I'm gonna play some multiplayer. And I'm going, like I said, I'm going to be busy playing other stuff because I don't know. I feel that I'm just going to play the campaign, play some multiplayer, and I'm just going to put it down. And because there's other games that I'm more excited about. I'm excited for Gears, but it's not. I'm like, oh my god, like I'm not. I'm just being honest. It's just
They
Gears.
didn't, you know why? Because they didn't give us something to do ooh wow about. They showed no gameplay. Now, before we continue, let me just shout out a couple more people because I want to recognize people that come here to support us. Skull Dude, what's up? Joe Robinson, the finest. Raya, I hope I said that right. Clifton, the Milkman, David D, and Go Parker. But yeah, I mean, they did see. I want to see gameplay so I can go, oh shit, I want the game. Like when I bought my my 360, okay, and they showed the first Gears,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh shit, I gotta have that fucking game. They showed off gameplay. They're not showing off gameplay for nothing no more. You know what they showed it off for? Like you said, the Forza Legos. They showed gameplay for that.
Oh, Gears
And
Pop.
that's just
Gears Pop.
yeah, but that's a DLC. That ain't even fucking a new game. That's just DLC for Forza for Forza. So that's not even a fucking new game. It's just DLC. So what are you showing us? And here's another thing I want to add before Ace even starts talking about when Phil Spencer said, "Well, we're showing you everything because we're bringing this to all platforms." Excuse me, the multi-plats and cross-play to all platforms. You don't have no cross-play like that with PlayStation. They didn't agree to that shit. Neither did fucking Nintendo. Just like your Nintendo shit. Did Nintendo show up to say we got an agreement with you to do anything? No. Hell no. They did not. They didn't say shit and support your ass saying we got all this cross-play stuff going on and we're going to have Xbox apps on our system and all that shit. They didn't do that. So where's this shit coming from? They're full of shit. He came out there with his big fucking bobblehead, okay, acting stupid once again with his fingers in his pocket, playing pocket pool. I'm sure. I doubt. Well, you know, maybe his thumbs are long enough to do that. I don't know. But anyway, I mean, come on. I mean, I said it was going to be a disappointment, and it was, and it was. Where is all the gameplay? Stop showing us multiplat. You have these studios. You're saying you're getting all these quality exclusives, and you really didn't show what you said you were going to show all these months.
I think it just. Oh,
go ahead,
go
Ace.
on.
Go ahead, Ace.
Go on.
Oh man. No, man, Princess. Like it's just I was real quick, like with Halo, they showed that trailer, which kind of making sense. No gameplay. I'm like, dude, like what? Like that's what I'm saying, Princess. Like it's just I was just like really blown away. Like, how can you mess this up? This was your opportunity. Sony was not there. Like you could have run this show. Like you could have run it and take the show. You know what I mean? But no, you pretty much wasted everybody's time with bullshit, and you didn't bring some exclusive. And like again, it's just the direction. It's showing you the direction that they're going. You know, and it's very disappointed. And I'm like, you know what? It's whatever, man. Like, you know what? Xbox is freaking. It is what it is, man. I got my PlayStation. I'm good. They fitting me. They are keeping me happy. You keep doing what you're doing. I heard that a lot of people after Sunday, they want to trade their Xbox. They want to trade their Xbox. Either got a PS4 or a Switch. And I don't blame them, for instance. I don't blame them.
All right, but guess what happened? Those people, if Phil was following them, he unfollowed them, and if they and what he also did was, if they were making comments on this shit, he blocked them.
Yeah, and that's bullshit. Like he don't want to take criticism. Like, people are not happy. People are not happy, man. You gotta like read what he's saying. You know what, guys? I know we gotta do better. No, he's not saying nothing, but he's just blocking people and following them. You gotta be honest. People are speaking their mind, but you don't want to take that, and that's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's unprofessionalism.
It is. And you know
that's
what's
crazy.
And you know what's most crazy about it is these people who are talking to you pay your goddamn salary, asshole, and you're still blocking them and not listening to what they're saying. That's not fair to the real enthusiasts of gaming, or the Xbox enthusiasts, not the fanboys. I ain't talking about those guys. The actual enthusiasts that really want more from Xbox. They want to grasp everything. They want the power that Xbox says they have. They want the games that Xbox says they have. They want everything. These people you are slapping in the fucking face. Like, I've been slapped. I mean, I every time I try to give Xbox a chance, I get hit one side, then I smack the other way, back the other way, back there. It's like bam, 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 bam. It's like, come on. These people are fed up. They gave you another year in this generation. And guess what? What'd you do? You smacked them in the face again.
Unbelievable. I just cannot believe it. Like, and then look, like I said, I don't have no problem with indies, but you're showing indie games to show the power. Like, you're not giving them high quality games that they just look, guys. Did you $500 console you paid? This game gonna take full advantage. Like, this is what I'm talking about, man. And Microsoft, I think they don't understand. Like, look, they bought that studio, the Sakurai Part 2 game, like, whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. Princess, like, look, Ninja Theory, that Bleeding Edge. That game, I saw gameplay of it. I look, not interested. I'm sorry. I haven't played it, but I can see the gameplay, and I'm not feeling it. I'm good. You know what I mean? Which I'm not going to I'm very surprised that Ninja Theory did that game. And I'll be honest, they should have stayed away from that game. They should have keep working on the single player games, and because that's what they're good at. Don't be doing all this extra stuff. I know you want to try something new. I know. But just people know you for your single player games, and keep it that way.
Exactly.
Okay? I hope the next game they're working on, it be a banger. It has to be a banger. You know what I mean? And this is what I'm saying. Like, now people's like, we gotta wait to next E3. I'm like, nah, man, nah, no more. I don't believe in Phil. I'm gonna say it right here. I don't care. I want Phil to be out of here, but unfortunately, Princess, it's not going to happen because he's making Xbox way too much money. Unfortunately, he's making Xbox way too much money, and there's no way that we can even sign a petition. We have millions of petitions signed. He's not going to get out of there.
All right, Almatador, I got to ask you this question.
What's up?
Because it just jumped in my head and I don't want to lose it. Did you see the thing where K Mega, his big stank ass, was bashing fucking Next Gen for not going to E3? Next Gen already said E3 was going to be trashed. Why would he pay the money to go there if it's going to be trashed? And he's bashing Next Gen for not going.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, I saw that. I heard. Yeah, I saw it. I'm like, are you kidding me? I feel bad people who went to this E3 this year. E3. I feel bad for them. That shit was trash. I mean, thank God Square Enix came out and put the, you know what I mean, they did something in Nintendo, but everything else was trash. Trash.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Before we continue, I want to give Ace a chance to talk about our first topic. Ace, what is your thoughts on E3 and how it transpired, and what are your thoughts, real quickly?
Okay, so here is, yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so here is the thing with Microsoft. We need to stop thinking Microsoft. We need to stop seeing Microsoft as, let's say, contender to Sony. We need to see them as a brand now. Like when Phil Spencer went to E3 and he was saying how it's going to be a great year for Microsoft, he was not talking about Xbox. Xbox is done. Xbox gave up on itself. That's over. What what Phil Spencer is building, he is building what, let's say, a brand, like uh, how you have Minecraft being played by everybody, PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, PC. That's a brand, and that's where his vision lays. I'm not saying I agree with it. The opposite. I dislike it, and I actually wish for Phil Spencer to go away because he is like legit that he is not what Xbox need. The Xbox right now, they have nothing to stand on. And if you read his latest statement on the games, he is like he would rather have a game every 2 3 years than create a game like the caliber of The Last of Us and God of War. There is a reason why games such as Last of Us and God of War are held to the such high state because they are gorgeous. They are amazing. They play fantastically. They are smooth. They are everything that you want as a gamer. We as a gamer, we are not supposed to get crap like Bleeding Edge. Who in his right state of mind is going to play Bleeding Edge and love it? Bleeding Edge is let's say is the multiplayer story of Crackdown. This is going to be another Crackdown, and by the time it comes out, nobody is going to care for it. So what Phil Spencer officially did, he killed off Ninja Theory for what? For Bleeding Edge? Like um, it it's scary because as a gamers we want always to have the best for ourselves. And Xbox dude, not the real guys, but the people who follow Xbox the brand blindly, they have given up. No, not given up. They are okay with everything. They would rather suck Phil off than voice their opinion, and that's the problem. Because let us remember what happened to Sony at the PlayStation 3 era. They got not only cocky, they got arrogant, and they got destroyed by Microsoft. Did Sony say, okay, let us become third parties and sing Kumbaya? No, they put on God of War, Last of Us, and Ratchet and Clank. They put on bangers. They said, sorry, we fucked up. We were not going to do that anymore. And they put out bangers. That's how a company should carry itself. Not by becoming third parties. And if you want
Hey,
to be,
hey,
yeah,
hey, just 1 second. I just want to tell Craig I'm sending you the link. All right. All right. Go ahead, Ace.
if you want to be third party, that's on you. You want to be third party, then stop being in the gaming business, because in the gaming business there should be no room for just one company, because then that company will get complacent and it will become arrogant again. So my greatest fear is for Sony to turn into the PlayStation 3 era Sony. So let's hope not.
You there?
Can you hear me?
Now I can. You kind of blacked out for a second.
Oh, my greatest fear. Did you hear my entire rant or no?
No, I
Yeah, we
heard
heard
most of
you.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just didn't hear the. I just didn't hear the last like 2 seconds.
Okay, so my final point was that we need competition, even in the gaming industry, because if we don't do that, Sony will turn into the PlayStation 3 era Sony, because they dominated PlayStation 2 era, so they became complacent, and then we had the PlayStation 3 era Sony, and now the PlayStation 4 crushed crushed the competition. So let's hope they don't go to PlayStation 3 or Sony again in PlayStation 5.
You're actually repeating things that I've said over the years, which I
I
appreciate that somebody else feels. You're not the only one that feels the same way. A lot of people that I am close to in the gaming community feel the same way. It's in any industry. You need competition. Okay, you do. Okay, and
but
Microsoft.
we should not give pass to bad industry practice and call it competition. That's not it. And that's what Microsoft have been doing.
Mhm. I,
We
I,
should
I,
not, yeah.
I understand exactly what you're saying. All right, just give me 1 second before you continue. I just want to shout out a couple more people that came in that I missed while everybody was talking. Spartan God, what's up? J Rel, Rossili, video game lover, Dragon, Triple JJJJ, and Sam Ash. What's up, guys? Thank you for coming by. Hit that like button because you know we're keeping it 100 with y'all, keeping it funky. Hit that like button, show some love for the panel, and show
Hell
some
yeah.
love for the princess. Come on now. Let's do it. Let's do it.
No, but Omar, I do agree with you. Like, but the thing is that Microsoft don't want to compete. Microsoft, they pretty much they don't care about that. Look what they're saying. Mr. Booty, Mac Booty. He said that he will for real, man. That name, man. No, but he said that he will not mind putting Halo on PlayStation.
Yeah,
He was saying in an interview. The interview I think was
yeah,
yesterday.
I said
He
it.
don't
I read it.
mind the yeah, like he don't mind that. That's what I'm saying. They want to put this stuff everywhere. Look, I heard an article this morning that they were thinking of putting the Game Pass on the Switch. Like they don't care. They
But you know
don't
what's
care
crazy?
anymore.
El Matador, you
Th-
know what's crazy? When they had the 360, they were a very fucking good competitor to put Sony on their toes, to put everybody
Yeah,
on their toes.
yeah.
Okay. Why couldn't you continue that trend? Why did you have to fuck everything up? I know people left or you fired people, but why, if you were going to do that, why couldn't you bring people in that were going to continue that trend that happened in the 360 era? We had games for 360. We had Japanese games. And I don't care what anybody says. Talk your racist shit. I love my Japanese games. All right.
Me
So
too.
fuck y'all. So fuck y'all. But anyway, we had Japanese games. We had all this shit. We had fighting
Titles.
games. We had everything. We had Souls games. We had everything. We don't got that now.
I
Why?
think
Why they hire people that fuck shit up? They
I think
were a good.
Microsoft.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna underbreak you a little bit. I think Microsoft find more value in having more players play their games, like in the sense of how they are doing now with their games on PC. They would rather have that. They find more value in that than creating big budget games like God of War or Uncharted. Because I think Microsoft has realized they can't touch Sony, not when it comes to exclusive. They stand no chance because Microsoft, and this is basic
Actually, wait a
Microsoft.
minute. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna interrupt you for 1 second, Ace. Actually, you can. If you put your money where your mouth is, stop with your fingers in your pocket, play with your balls, and get at the table and get the real people to come in there, like happened in the 360 era. Yes, you can. You can have creators to create those games. You're not doing it. You want to go in a direction that's streaming. You're trying to go like way out into fucking you know 2000 fucking 99 and shit. Stop that shit. Let shit just progress as it's going to progress. You're pushing shit beyond where it needs to be. And that's what Microsoft is doing. They're trying to make themselves, at least the Xbox division is trying to make themselves like way beyond everybody else. Well, we got this phenomenal thing. If they're doing so good, they want people so bad. Why are they begging people to come to get their Game Pass and constantly give it out for $1 a month or $1 for 3 months? Why are they doing that? Because nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. Because Microsoft dropped the ball. I ain't saying it's Microsoft. The Xbox division dropped the ball. I got to keep Microsoft at it. They're a division. Xbox division dropped the goddamn ball. And they're begging people. I get it all the time. I get it all the time.
But the thing is, real quick, Omar. The thing is that Game Pass is like their golden ticket, princess. Like they really want to, use that as their money maker and put that thing everywhere. Now with the X Cloud, and it's like Microsoft. They really don't understand. And then Phil Spencer in an interview also this week, he said, It's not about how many consoles you sold. That's not the business. I'm like, Phil, shut the hell up.
All right, but here's the thing. Wait. I'm out of it before you continue. Here's another thing. The Game Pass Ultimate, $1.
Yeah, $1.
Everybody sign up for $1. How are you earning fucking money? He's begging. This is a ploy to get people. Please come back to Xbox. Please. I'm so scared. I'm gonna lose my job. I got kids. I got a family. Please.
It's not only a ploy. They don't value their own games, and it's shown.
And whose fault is that? Phil Spencer. He runs the Xbox division. He runs it. That's his fault. He runs the Xbox division. And I don't care if he unfollows me or whatever he does, because I could care less about his lame ass, because every time I tried to boost that motherfucker up and give him credit, okay, he's like, oh yeah, my kids love this. I ain't doing it for your kids. I'm doing it for the Xbox brand back in the day, and he didn't give a fuck. He just like giggled and laughed in my fucking ear. I talked to the bitch before. I talked to him before. He don't give a fuck. All he wants is our money in his pocket, and he wants people to feel sorry for him. And if you disagree with him, you're blocked or unfollowed. That's the bullshit. That's just like these lame ass YouTubers who do the same shit. If you don't agree with me and kiss my ass, you're blocked or unfollowed.
Yep.
And exactly the same.
Yeah. And that's the thing, princess, that Phil Spencer, and the thing with the Game Pass, that I think, they just throwing games there as a bargain. You know what I mean? Like one thing also, Mr. Booty said they want to put games every 3 months, adding like a first exclusives on every 3 months and stuff. Which when I heard that, I'm like, what? More diabetic gaming, more diabetic games. That's what you're going to put every 3 months. I'm like, that's what I'm saying, man. Like Microsoft, it's just the direction. The studio, some of the studios they buy in, you can see it's that where is the quality? What is the end game here? You know what I mean?
I got a question. You brought up before I ask this question, let me just shout out a couple people. We got Natty, Cyberborg, EJ, CJ North, and Tony Wood. Before I bring up this question, all right, they're buying these studios, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're putting their games on Game Pass day one, but yet they're giving away Game Pass for $1. Yeah. Do you think these studios that they're going to buy are going to give you quality games they aren't going to get paid for? They aren't earning enough money to get paid for. No, I don't care what Microsoft or Xbox division is telling them. They're not getting paid the quality of money they should get paid for, and they're going to give you shit fucking games. Bottom line. Because they're going to say, well, listen, I need a job. I'm raising a family. So you know what? You're going to pay me this? I'm going to give you this. So fuck you. And who suffers? The consumer. You and I suffer. You and I suffer. That's the problem. And Microsoft, this ain't Microsoft. Phil Spencer and the Xbox division, and I'm going to blame it on Phil Spencer since he runs it, he doesn't give a flying fuck about shit.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, Princess, is that what bothers me.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. The other thing is, I forgot to say this, and Skoldu brought it up. I meant to say this before. Xbox said they're done with backwards compatibility.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Wow. Come on now. You offer all the shit. You say you got backwards compat with all the shit. Skoldu's right. And Skoldu, thank you for reminding me to say this because my mind's somewhere else right now. I ain't going to get into that right now, but my mind's somewhere else. But I'm going to tell you something. I meant to bring this up. You just reminded me about that. Thank you so much because you don't backwards compat now. Okay. No. So what is the consumer fucking paying for? Bullshit. And more fucking bullshit out of Phil Spencer's mouth. Somebody needs to take a big pile of fucking moose shit and shove it in his fucking mouth.
Okay, I was
shut
talking
his ass
about.
Up. And I say moose shit because they got the big pile of shit. They shit big. So give him some moose shit, and when it's hot and fresh, right on the cold snow up in Canada. Yeah, right on the cold snow up in Canada. Hey, shut the fuck up, bitch.
What I'm talking about with the industry, and this is Microsoft, in other games, Microsoft doesn't value single player experience. And this is been told by developers many times. In every game that Microsoft tried to make, they always want to have a multiplayer in it. And by doing so, you take away the room to make single player games better. And that's why I said Microsoft can't touch Sony when it comes to exclusive. And because of that, Microsoft is just, okay, so we can't touch Sony, then let's just become third party without being third party. And that's what they are right now. And I think sooner than later, and this is legit, and he said it, and Itachi said it just right now. If Sony have said yes, Halo and Gears would have been on PlayStation day zero, let alone one. You think Phil Spencer doesn't want Sony 100 million PlayStation guys and girls? He would want them. He would legit drop down and kiss Sony's feet just to have
I
these
know. You know
people.
what I think you do. And before I continue, I'm gonna say this, but I gotta introduce somebody. But I'm gonna say this. Now he sucked dick for that. But anyway, before you go on, I gotta introduce somebody who joined us, who is the Messiah. Okay, Mr. Craig Harris. What's up?
Yo.
What's going on, Craig?
What's happening?
What's up, Craig? Xbox community.
Yeah.
So, Craig, before we continue, what are your thoughts, your initial thoughts on E3?
I was disappointed.
Okay.
I don't know if it's more or less because of what it's. You had a lot of fanboys saying one thing, so you're glad that they
right,
are
but you're the Messiah.
Down.
You're the Messiah. Yeah. Don't listen to the fanboys. You're the Messiah.
Right. So you're glad they're shut down. They have shut down. I listened to I listened to 3 podcasts today. I was off today, and I just listened to their E3, whether it was live or whether it was afterwards, and they're all done. You know, they're like, I'm done with them. You know, I'm never getting another one. Even Fred said, I think that's his name, said that he was not going to get an Xbox day one right now, which was a surprise because it had probably changed. But I was overall disappointed with the lack of gameplay. I don't understand the lack of gameplay and why people are okay with it. So it's that, and no Gears of War gameplay, no Halo gameplay, and it was so I can see why people were trashing the conference. But yeah, they introduced remote play. Really, something Sony's been doing for like 4 years. So it's just you can see, and then the Matt Booty interview, which I thought there was a 1-2 punch. It was the lack of information on Lockhart, and Sony pretty much preempting what Microsoft was going to do. Now you have people saying Sony found out what Microsoft was doing and they announced first, even though Lisa Su has come out and called pretty much bullshit on that. And then you've got the Matt Booty's interview. I thought was devastating with Eurogamer. I thought that really shut a lot of people down as far as what the Xbox future is. So
what do you think about Phil Spencer fucking blocking people and following people because they gave their honest opinion about E3 and was upset that they got smacked in their face again, and he's doing this instead of listening to him and doing something about it? What do you think about that, Craig?
Fine. I mean, Microsoft has declared what they're going to do. They're a brand. They're no longer an individual console that I grew up with, you grew up with. I bought the Xbox because it had Knights of the Old Republic and Splinter Cell, and that wasn't available on PlayStation. Halo was there as well. So all that, it was Microsoft that I believe signed the contract with Tom Clancy that brought us the Ghost Recon series, because I was on PC with Ghost Recon. So I'm like, oh, it's moving to Xbox, so great, so it was just, serendipity. But you got people now saying, well, they don't care about exclusive games and things like that. But Microsoft, they're open to putting games on all platforms. They're open to doing it. So the people that are mad, the ones that tweeted Phil, like you were saying earlier, he don't give a shit. So like, this is the direction we're going. If you don't like it, get the hell off the train. Okay,
but what do you think about Phil Spencer saying, well, we're here to put everything across every platform?
Yeah.
No, your games are not, and it ain't cross play. It's not, and he lied again. This ain't all cross play. Just like he lied when he said he had that deal with Nintendo, to do cross play and put his shit on Nintendo. Was Nintendo there to verify that and support that? No.
No, well, I don't think they have what first party game are they publishing that's capable of crossplay besides Ninja Theories? That's a studio that they have. So are they going to put that game on all consoles and then say it's available for crossplay? That's the way crossplay is going to have to work. They're the ones who want to do it more than anybody. So that's the way crossplay would have to work, coming, because they may have some things in early stages. Sony's opening up a little more to crossplay. I've said publicly the free-to-play games should all be crossplay. The stuff that's free to play, that's also the stuff that you can do esports. That should be crossplay. Because if you go to esports, you can play it on Xbox or PlayStation. They don't care. You're there to compete. Your team's there to compete. So, or PC, they set everything up to do it. So it's but him doing things like that is not a shock, because this is the direction that they're going. If you don't like it, F you.
But Craig, that's what I'm saying. He's saying fuck the consumer and what you have to say. You either do what we want or go fuck yourself. And you know what? We're paying his salary. That's not the way it should be.
True.
He should be kissing our ass that he has that big house he has. He has that big salary he has. He has the 2 or 3 cars he has. He has the vacations he has. He should be thanking us instead of smacking us in the face or trying to fuck people in the ass. I mean, seriously.
Well,
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be crude, but
his job was to go in and help the brand turn around because it was the only division that was losing money. Now they're not. Now they're not. They're making money. So he got a promotion.
All right, I got a question. How is he making money right now? He's selling fucking the what do you call that shit? Game Pass for $1.
Yeah, because they changed the metrics on success. That's they look at the subscription now as that's all they're going by. Same way Netflix does. They look at the subscription. Netflix technically loses money overall, but their value to the company goes up because of the subscription. And Microsoft stopped reporting sales. They publicly said the sale is not important. They want the memberships. I mean, how many people bought Game Pass this week for $1? I did on PC. I got it for $1.
Craig, I only buy it when it's $1 because every time it I don't have it, they hit me up with $1. Yeah, I'll take it for $1.
Yeah, well, again, that's the thing is that
but $1 is not going to make you money though. $1 is not going to make you money.
But we're adding value to the company because we're now part of their overall service. And again, they stopped reporting sales. They are a for-profit company that stopped reporting sales. So that's I didn't even think that you have to actually do a Freedom of Information Act, like a government to get how many Xboxes have sold. Which is legal. What they're doing is legal. It's just shady. So it's legal. They can do it, but they're a for-profit company. So, they're a publicly traded for-profit company who doesn't report sales.
But I got a question. The other parts of the Microsoft divisions, they report their shit. The only one that don't do it is the Xbox division.
Correct. Yeah, they changed metrics of success. Friend of mine that works at GameStop, and he said it was really like what we know about how bad Sony put it to them is maybe 10%. He said it was really bad what Sony did to them, like the end rounds that Sony did, the cutting Microsoft out of certain deals. They did it on purpose because they're cutthroat. It's like Disney. Everybody thinks Disney is the mouse house, and that's a ruthless company. I mean, they don't care. They'll do whatever they take. But Sony's the same way. It's a cutthroat business, and and Phil's not like that. Phil needs Sony's consumer. He needs access to the consumer base. That's why Matt Booty, what he said wasn't a surprise. I thought it was devastating to the fanboys in the community. They really that hurt. That was the end of it. I'm like, oh, the console war is over. Now these cats are online. I can't believe what they're saying. They're online, literally saying that Sony's ray tracing that's been confirmed by Jim Ryan and Mark Cerny is fake. And it's the only way you're going to get real ray tracing is on the Xbox. Yeah, because they need something to differentiate it to keep their podcasts going. Their podcasts are dying at this point. They're dying. It's like the end of War of the Worlds when the alien put his hand out. It was just like that's what they're doing right now. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Craig. No, but real quick, like you're right, Craig. Like Matt Booty, they want some of that 100+ soon million fan base. They want some of that money.
Yes.
And you're right. Look at what they're saying about the SSD. Like it's just mind blowing. These guys just doing all this non-profit work, trying to keep hope. It's just that's the problem. Those guys right there, those guys are the issue. This is why Microsoft is in this situation because you don't go out there and speak your mind. I mean, I guess you can't do it now because Phil is blocking people, unfollowing people. That's what he's doing. He does. You know what? That's so shady and sensitive because people speak in their mind, and you just like, I don't want to hear you. Leave me alone.
But if you want to do crossplay, like Nancy's saying, and I come to Nancy and I say, hey, let's do crossplay. She says your fan base is toxic. You're going to have to do things to curtail that toxicity. Why do you think they started censoring people on Xbox Live? Mm-hmm. It's because Phil has to be able to go back to Nintendo and Sony and say, look, we are policing are this now, because the big complaint is their community is the worst community, and it's not. It's the
True.
PC community online by far. They are vicious, but the Xbox community is not far behind him. But he has to go back with that tangible and say, "Look, we're doing things to curtail the online stuff."
All right, Craig, I don't think they're doing enough, because I still see a lot of death threats.
Yeah.
I still see a lot of sexual threats. I see a lot of racism that goes on in that community, and I think it's wrong. So they're not curtailing it enough in order to get that attention that they want from either Nintendo or PlayStation. They're not doing enough. They need to get a team that's going to stop the racism, the sexual shit, the predators. I mean, you got people from Xbox that are talking to little kids, and you know, and doing all this nasty shit. Come on now, they're not curtailing up.
Here is the thing. What I think is going on, they can't stop these people, because if they do, who is going to support them? Who is going to buy their games? The racist guy are the most diehard Xbox fanboys. And I think Microsoft knows that.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Only because if you get these people, these predators off there, maybe more people will support your brand. People think
but they are
it's
not
more
willing to
about
try.
No, that's
they
Xbox.
would rather get supported by the racist guys than supported by the people with a different brand, because you have a community that you know that will buy your game. They are toxic, they are racist and bigot and whatsoever, but they buy their games, and that's what that was big corporation focused on. They want their diehard fanboys.
Well, but like Artie Matador is right. They want access to Sony's ecosystem of gamers more. So they will, again, you'll trim the fat. Phil Spencer said, blocking people.
Well, first of all, he needs to trim some fat.
Well, yeah, he's getting a little bit tubby. Yeah, he's getting a little bit tubby. But a company will lose $1 million if they have access to 5 million. That's what, and Microsoft has to do these things. And Phil Spencer, I mean, again, this is the direction that they're going. If you don't like it, kick rocks. I mean, so I like that because it's definite. It's they can't come back from it. What I love, however, are the fanboys literally saying things like, "I'm going to be more careful with what I say about Microsoft, and I'm just going to wait and see." It's kind of like, well, if you had done that in the first place, you wouldn't be in the situation that you're in right now. So,
hey, Mr. Messiah, I got something to say. These bots are still saying, "Wait until E3."
Oh yeah, well they're going to say that. Yeah. Of course. That's not a surprise.
They're still saying, "Wait till E3." We've been hearing this for how many years now? 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years. All right.
And it's not. It's their own fault for not buying the games. When those.
And I said, that's exactly something I said earlier.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
They talk shit. But they didn't buy the games. You didn't support the exclusives. You didn't do this. So it's your fault that it's going this way. It's nobody else's fault. You people, you fanboys were out there just hyping shit up, kissing Microsoft's ass, but you didn't buy the games and you didn't play the games. So right then and there, you fucked Microsoft to go this way.
Well, yeah. I mean, the case in point I point to is Remedy. Remedy Control is on PlayStation, and PlayStation has marketing rights because the Xbox community did not buy and support Quantum Break. That's it. If Quantum Break is huge with Xbox, when Sony comes calling, they may put them on hold, or they may say we'll call you back. Versus, oh yeah, you come on down, we're gonna talk to you, because that's what happened.
But Craig, I actually supported that lame ass game. I didn't
know
like
you
it.
did. All right, it was
And
a
I
lame ass
played it.
game.
And
But
I
you're
played
a
it. I
gamer.
All right,
finished
but do
it.
you think there was enough there
No,
to
because
create a world
no,
to start to get a sequel?
no. The problem is that the other people who were these bots, as we call them, did not support the game. They
Well, no,
didn't.
that's what I'm asking about the game. You played it. Do you think there was enough there to
I think
create to create a world that they could have done a sequel?
Actually, they could have done better, but actually, if they worked on it, I think there could have been a sequel.
Okay,
and a better one,
Yeah, that's fine. It's almost like Uncharted. Now, Uncharted 2 is definitely better than Uncharted 1. Everybody agrees with that. But they took the really good things of Uncharted 1 and they improved on them. And like you were saying, they could have done the same thing with Quantum Break, but there's no incentive to do it when the people don't support it. So now that same company makes a spiritual successor, and that's what it is. And it goes multi-plat, and it goes, they have marketing rights with your competitor now. But it's because you all didn't support the game. It's their fault. And it's like, so they're in the position that they're in, Microsoft being open to, and again, I got hit for it. When I said Microsoft is willing to put games on other platforms, I said that almost 8 months ago. People are like, no, they're not going to do that. Well, now here they are openly saying we're open to doing it. Like, yeah, if we want Halo, if you want Gears of War, and Forza on the platform, simply just start emailing Jim Ryan, not trolling him. Email him to go try to get those games on the platform, and they will show up over there on PlayStation.
But Greg, I don't think that's going to happen though, because I don't think, especially for the multiplayer wise for Gears and Halo, Sony don't want Xbox Live on PlayStation.
Well, fair enough. It may not. Yeah, that's fine. That's a good observation. But to say, but again, Microsoft is open to it. So now it's just a matter of, do you want it bad enough? And then they'll make it work. They will make it work, even if it's just. I don't know how it would work, but even if it's something to the equipment of having just the multiplayer only, or just having the single player campaign, they could do that. They could do that and just say, okay, we'll sell you the single player campaign. It's like Game Pass. Don't think that Sony isn't eyeing Game Pass, because it's a way to get more games onto their system and prevent you from buying an Xbox.
Yeah, but a custom one though. A custom.
Yeah, it'd be custom like it is on PC.
Like only the exclusive. Like I know Sony, they don't want to get the Game Pass with the multiplayer. Like they don't want this. You're not messing with my multiplat's money.
You're right. You're right. But see how they did it. Yeah, but you've seen how Microsoft did it differently on the console versus the PC. There's different games. So so they could do that with Sony too. So this is why I tell people, don't ever say it's not possible. Now they could say we can give you Game Pass for $3.99 a month, and there only be 30 games. Are you sure you're not going to try it for $4? That's cheaper than a foot-long sub. So that's kind of the way it would go. But yeah, go ahead with that.
Please don't talk about Subway a foot-long sub. Come on, Subway's nasty.
Well, I like that meatball. I'm a meatball fan.
But you have to somebody else just said that to me. No, that shit nasty.
The meatball sub is nasty.
I think anything at Subway is nasty. But anyway, let's move on to the next topic. All right. Let's keep going on with this. But now that we're done discussing how bad Microsoft was at E3, okay, okay, we're done doing that. Okay. There were also a few other shows there as well. We all know that. So I will also be giving my quick thoughts on them right now. Okay, my favorite show was probably Square Enix on Nintendo. I'm gonna be honest. Nintendo actually had a better show than I thought they would have, especially announcing that they are working on a new Legend of Zelda game. I love Zelda. Sorry, I do. And also showing off some other games for the Switch. However, The Witcher looked like trash look like fucking trash on the Switch. That shit look like trash. Okay, Square
You
Enix
went
impressed-
there.
Yeah, yes, I'm gonna go there, but I'm gonna let you give you guys thoughts in a minute. Okay, Square Enix impressed me with Final Fantasy VII remake, and also the other games they announced the Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered is coming. This is a game I still have from my GameCube, okay, that I really enjoyed playing, especially with the story, the combat system, and the bosses, and also all the different levels. I love the Crystal Chronicles. It's one of those games that probably not a lot of people actually played, but it's definitely worth the time, okay? And then you had the rest of E3, okay? And some of it really had me wondering what the hell these companies were thinking. Honestly, I was scratching my head. Like, for starters, here's a starter. Ubisoft showing off a new Splinter Cell game that's a mobile game instead of an actual game. Then Ubisoft showing off a bunch of other games that just look like average at best. Probably the best game they showed off was Watch Dogs Legion. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
That
And
look good.
even that game didn't hold my attention too long. Okay. All right. EA also had a show, and it was another trash show.
Yep.
They showed off Star Wars that look okay. Just okay. But the rest of the show was unforgettable. Okay? It was. What I saw of Star Wars, it was good, but I think they could have shown a little bit more and a little better stuff because I like the Star Wars stuff. I mean that was one of the better things they showed off. I'm not gonna lie though, I didn't even bother watching Bethesda show.
Oh my
I didn't.
God.
No, I didn't. I just rather want nothing else to do with Bethesda at this point until they at least try for a change and stop delivering garbage ass games like they've been doing. Now, what should have stop making me laugh, Matador, stop. You over there doing that shit. Now, what should have been painfully clear for everyone else is that Sony didn't show up at E3. Then there really is no E3. Okay, we didn't see a lot of gameplay. We didn't hear too much crowd reaction over even over the with Final Fantasy VII. Microsoft stunk the place up big time, and it's their place. They stunk it up. I mean, they were farting all over the goddamn place, which is nasty. But anyway, they had the entire floor to themselves and ended up putting on a show that was just a little bit better than Inside Xbox. Just a wee bit. Okay?
Oh my God.
Just a wee bit. Okay? And again, besides Square Enix and Nintendo, I honestly thought this was one of the worst E3s to date. It's to the point in the Xbox community right now that I have seen a few Xbox fanboys actually say that they're going to sell their Xbox, and also, like I said earlier, Phil Spencer, ending up unfollowing people that said the show was bad. Okay, I no longer want to hear any more shit from the Xbox fanboys about waiting until E3, and I'm tired of it. Or telling me about all the new Xbox, the new studios Xbox bought. It doesn't matter. It does not matter at all. They
You know, all I
showed.
got to say to
Wait.
you clowns in the chat is this. Oh, we having fun or what?
Ryan, shut the fuck up. I wasn't done.
Oh, we having fun.
I said shut the fuck up. I ain't done. It's my show, not your show. Bitch. Shut up. Anyway,
Ouch.
what I was saying was and they had the nerve to show off third-party games that they knew were going to get for other consoles. We're not playing on Xbox. Xbox may as well have said, fuck it. Let's do a show for everybody else. Because that's what they did. A show for everybody else. Like the last, how many E3s? All multiplats. Okay?
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. If I was dumb enough to buy a ticket to the show, I would really feel like a pile of dog shit with flies buzzing all around it by the time it was over. Now, wait, maybe not even by the show's ended. I would have felt stupid and like a pile of dog shit after the first 10 minutes. And I'm going to ask you guys, once again, with what I said, E3 thoughts. What did you enjoy? What didn't you like? Also, what are your highlights? Were there any highlights for y'all or whatever? Who wants to go first?
Me.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. EA was trash. I was gonna keep it simple. They didn't show nothing. Like the Star Wars game, it looks okay. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I think that's why that game didn't grab me like that. You know what I mean? So it's a we'll see game for me. Bethesda, trash. Doom looks pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. The Doom Eternal, it looks pretty cool. It has potential. But anything else, Bethesda, that's it. Ubisoft. What the fuck? A Splinter Cell and a cell phone game. Yes, that's the right thing to do. Wow. What else they show? Watch Dogs 3 looks good. It looks good. I like that. They add some new things since in London. It looks pretty good. I wish I could have seen more gameplay, but it looks good though. So that's the only thing I'm going to give Ubisoft. I will give Ubisoft maybe a 7 out of 10 for Ubisoft. Xbox 2 out of 10. Yeah, that low. Square Enix, thank God they came up and pulled it off. Oh my God, Final Fantasy VII. That's like my top highlight. That game looks beautiful. Tifa, they did justice on her. Like she looks so detailed. It's like, oh my God. When I saw her gameplay, it was just wow. Great job, Square Enix. Great job. I hope you don't fuck it up in the final version though. So that's a top. I like all the other games. Final Fantasies 8 is coming. That Oniniki game also. I like that game too. Looks fire. I like what the Square Enix did. Like the Avengers looks pretty good though. I wish I could have seen some gameplay for Avengers, but we didn't see it. But overall, I think Square Enix did a great job, and you know what I mean. For the highlight was Final Fantasy VII remake. I cannot wait for that game. Day one for sure. Everything just gonna have to wait until I finish playing that game. Nintendo, wow. Take notes, Microsoft. This is what you gotta do. Show games and gameplay. Okay? That's what Nintendo did. And one thing I gotta say about Nintendo, Princess, they cater to their audience. They cater. Look how everybody got their the Astro Chain gameplay looks fire. That game looks fire. That's a day one. Like, this is what I'm talking about. They were showing games that are coming up and everything, showing gameplay, you know what I mean? And people were excited, you know what I mean? All those new characters for Smash, everybody going backflips and all that type of stuff, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, that's what I'm saying. Like, why Microsoft can't do something like that? You know what I mean? It's just like Nintendo I'm like, wow, man, Nintendo really bringing it, yo. And look how they ended with a new Breath of the Wild. You know, I was like, wow, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. Nintendo, they came prepared. They really came out and just to cater to their audience, showing them what's coming. And I gotta give him props to Nintendo. You know, even if I feel they still living in the Stone Age. You know, not having a party system and achievements or trophy system. You know what I mean? Still living in the Stone Age. But I gotta give him credit. They really came up, show games, gameplay, catering to their audience, and that's what I'm talking about, man. I gotta give Nintendo credit here, and good for them, and good for their audience that they have some good stuff to come out, come in the future. So overall, E3 was dog shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, man. Sony needs to go to E3 next year for sure. Sony needs to go back. Like I just Microsoft ain't gonna do it for me. Like no.
But
Sony, hopefully they.
But actually, Almanador, they don't have to. They got all the shows throughout the year. They blow everybody out the water.
I know, but I need them there because look what happened to this show, man. We cannot count on Microsoft. We can't count on Microsoft. We can't. Okay. Thank God my Square Enix come out and put it off. You know what I mean? And Nintendo show their thing too. But let's be honest, like it's just like I need them there. Right? Like I can't count on Microsoft for something. Like look what happened this year. Look what happened. But no, man. I hope they get better. I hope they listen. If Phil Spencer can stop in his ego and do what best for their audience. And I hope he learns, man. He need to take notes. Like, look what Nintendo did. Take notes. You know what I mean? Catering to their audience. That's what he got to do.
Right.
There you go.
All right. Who's up next?
I'll go real quick. It'll be real fast. I thought Square did very well. Bethesda, I thought was fine. That Wolfenstein was, that and Doom looked impressive. And I'm not a Doom guy, but it looked impressive. Microsoft, that for me was disappointing. Nintendo, I think it showed Kirby, and that nigga saying got no pants on, so I don't know what's going on with that. But shout out to Nintendo for doing that. Ubi's I thought was okay. I heard somebody I talked to said they have a really good play floor, so a lot of their stuff is playable on the floor of E3. I didn't know there was a Splinter Cell cell phone game.
Yeah,
maybe that was the Splinter Cell we've been hearing about. So I don't know. I hope I'm wrong, but and to this day, and I said it on my podcast this evening, Sony won E3. Just for not being there. It's the person I talked to said that it's everywhere out there. He said you just feel this sense of loss because they're not there. And Death Stranding, that trailer had more gameplay on that trailer than Microsoft had at their entire damn conference. And people were mocking it. People mocked that trailer. It's like, well, at least they show gameplay. So and not somebody hooking up an HDMI cable and turning Master Chief on.
Craig, isn't that sad?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, what's sad is that they made it. Here's the sad thing, really quick. They act like we don't know that they said this. Like the people who said that Microsoft won E3 last year, they had no content to show last year, gameplay. Very little to none. Very little to none. And Sony actually had gameplay of all its major titles that are coming out, except I don't think they maybe had Death Stranding. But they had The Last of Us, they had Ghost of Tsushima, they actually had gameplay. Now they say Microsoft won last year. But now I don't like the fact that Microsoft didn't have no gameplay. It's like, well, bitch, you liked it last year. So what changed? And they act like we don't know you're saying this.
But Craig, they didn't have gameplay last year either.
I know, but they won last year. Microsoft won last year. I don't know. This year they don't like it. It's because Sony was there with gameplay. So Microsoft didn't have any, so Microsoft won. They act like we don't hear them saying these things. So and it's just it's amazing. But the lack of gameplay at Microsoft's conference was pathetic. That's all I can say. That was pathetic. So I don't know if that was on purpose. I don't know if they trolled Sony by their Scarlet announcement where the hell is the Lockhart at? Where the hell is this thing? So it's just
there are rumors that
wait,
Lockhart is
all right,
cancelled.
give me 1 second, Ace, before you go on. I just want to shout out a couple more people. I like to shout out everybody. Bears, what's up? PlayStation Gamer, Playbox, San Antonio, Juve, and Sad. What's going on? But go ahead.
There are rumors that Lockhart is cancelled. Microsoft canceled Lockhart.
That's a rumor. Yeah, I hope it's not true. That's all I can say. I hope it's not true. And I'm just gonna leave it there. It's really sad to see the state that the Xbox community is in at this point. They're in shambles at this point. And I told several of them, I said, do not get on Twitter, do not say nothing, just do nothing, and maybe nothing will happen because people out there, people want these people's heads for the shit they've been saying for the last 36 months.
Crap, but the thing is, it's like there's too many consoles, man. It's like you confusing your fan base with all these consoles, man.
Well, they're all trash.
I feel like Microsoft have more consoles than games.
It's trash.
I got to do one thing. I got to give Andre a shout out. Andre 6K. Thank you for banning that motherfucker. No, the guy's acting like a fool. Asking me, why do I hate white man? It's not that I hate. And no, wait. And why didn't I date white men? I'm sorry. I like they come in here with this bullshit. So yeah. So thank you, Andre, for blocking them. I appreciate that. So you guys go ahead.
No, man. No, but that's what I'm saying, man. Like I feel Microsoft having too many consoles. It's just like it confusing their fan base. Like somebody goes to their store, it's like, okay, which Xbox should I go? Like there's so many of them. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know what I mean? I feel they got more consoles than exclusives. Like seriously.
No, they have we saw 60 than exclusive.
What I want to hear from BitCloud. What do you think about E3?
Well, first of all, you got some of the weirdest secret admirers I've ever seen in the history of thirsty fools on the internet.
I know that.
That's
we keep it real. We're not here to bullshit others.
Now, let me just put this here because I was reading something that's fucked up. Little kid was well, I ain't even gonna say it. It's fucked up, but
just go ahead and
moving on to this. Yeah, okay, so exactly. the E3. I don't even know where to start. I really don't.
Start from the beginning. I
don't know where to start. I mean, I could start with EA. I'll just go straight with EA. EA, waste of time. Not worth any attention whatsoever. There was only one good game out of that show, and it was Star Wars. Thought Star Wars was dope. Madden. Oh, Jesus, stop. Leave me alone. After that, we saw Avengers game for Square Enix. We got Final Fantasy finally, so we got the release date, so that's cool. What else did they have? I guess I just go into the main one. Let's be real here. All y'all just want me to rip it to Xbox. I didn't rip it to Xbox yet. I'm saving that for Friday, but I'll give you a small snippet of how I feel about Microsoft's E3. First of all, why the hell am I looking at Terminator scenes with Gears of War characters?
Is that DLC?
Why in God's name do I see a Terminator holding a Lancer in the Terminator 2 shot from the movie? Why am I seeing that at a show? Why is it that Keanu Reeves, his little debut in the game was treated as if it was they just purchased a new studio?
You know what's funny though? You mentioned him because a lot of people said he was the highlight of the show.
I find it really
love
weird.
Matrix. We love the Matrix, right? We all love the Matrix. We're a big fan of the Matrix. We're a big fan of Keanu Reeves. But let's be real here. They could have treated that like Hideo Kojima for a few seconds, right? And then got him out of the way. But still, they literally gave this man an interview live on the stage when that time could have been put into showing something that was important. There's a game that comes out in 3 months, and I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat knows what's coming out in 3 months. Gears of War 5 comes out in 3 months. So why wasn't Gears of War 5 giving a gameplay section for people to watch live? Why was there no single player shown for that game whatsoever? Why are we constantly being given DLC than the gameplay?
But I said that in the beginning. They didn't show. Now that's a game people are interested in, and they haven't shown Gears. The last time I saw a gameplay for Gears was when 360 came out with the first Gears of War, which helped me get my which made me want to buy my 360.
Yeah, it felt like they don't want to. It's either this game is like this is what I took from it, right? They didn't show no gameplay of it, so it's making me wonder how long this game's going to be. You know, for one, how long is this game going to be? For one, number two, they're already showing you DLC for the damn game, yet they didn't even give you any gameplay again for the actual single player. You know, we're looking at Terminator for God's sakes, and it's funny. It's funny. We get this Terminator reveal after the Mortal Kombat Shang Tsung trailer. Y'all remember that? Well, we got the Shang Tsung trailer. They teased Terminator was going to be in there with I think Ash from Evil Dead is going to be there. They also there's another character, Spawn's coming to Mortal Kombat. But, you know, I just find that weird. They just threw that in there right after that reveal for Mortal Kombat. After that, the show just, I don't know what was going on. It felt like a comedy. It really felt like an inside Xbox.
Well, save some of it for Friday night.
Oh, I got plenty. Trust me, I got plenty. But it felt like an inside Xbox. Remember how we said this, Craig, how indies can be treated, you know, with royalty on inside Xbox? They can give that to inside Xbox fans with the controller announcements. Remember how we talked about that before? Yeah. Why in God's name is that at E3? With a new controller.
I don't know, but what's wrong with the controller that came with the console? I don't have problems. I don't have an issue with that because it works fine on PC.
Dead zones. Yeah, people said they had dead zones. There was a problem with the controller or something like that.
Oh well, you can get around those if you're good. Who cares about it? I mean, but I just don't understand why so many. Why so many? I mean, I can understand. Like, I understand sometimes you coming out with something new, but I just don't understand.
Don't worry, I'm not running out of steam for Friday. I got plenty to talk about. I got plenty. Let's get into this controller because you know we can't have an Xbox event without a controller. We can't have a good Xbox event without a controller. Hey, the hell with the games. The hell with that. We can't have a good Xbox show without a damn controller. The new Xbox Elite controller, shampoo not included. This controller is wireless. It can be charged. It comes with a dock. It's $180 more than the damn previous Elite controller, and it does absolutely nothing different. Aside from just being able to adjust the triggers a little bit more and the sticks. That's it.
But they need more than when it comes to Xbox. They need more than shampoo. They need a good ass body wash or soap or something.
Well, they got that. As you can see by my avatar right there, we got it all.
They need it.
Wow.
They need it. Yeah. They need it.
I have a question.
Because they stank. They stank.
I'm telling you, you can tell Phil Spencer does not like you Xbox supporters. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna keep it 100. Microsoft or Phil Spencer does not like his fans. The fact that he had this commercial for the shampoo, body wash, deodorant before the show even came out, right? All this, right? Then he gives you this crappy event. He clearly doesn't value your time or how you feel about the console. He doesn't value you.
Wait.
He doesn't value you. Let's be real here. I got the memo loud and clear. If I was there, Phil wouldn't have walked off the stage with a smirk. Now he would have something thrown at him. Like, fuck you. I guarantee you. I swear to God, I put everything I love. I would brought my Elite controller if I was an Xbox. I would throw that shit at his big ass head. I'll give you something to smile at.
All right, what do you think of him when they're telling him what they think about the E3? They didn't like it. He's unfollowing people and blocking people.
First of all, my thing is this: isn't he supposed to be pro-consumer?
Yeah.
Isn't he supposed to be for the game? The fact that he's unfollowing and blocking and blah blah blah. That just goes to show he's just using PR spin words, which again, anybody with common sense, anybody with 2 brain cells can tell you he's using PR words to sell you a fucking console. That's all it is. To the people saying that exclusive anti-consumer, they look stupid. You can ask Matador. They look stupid when they get blocked. Now, don't they? They look stupid. I'm like, bro, don't come in with this stupid shit.
All right, well, this is breaking. Can I break this now? Can I break this right now?
Before you do that, I got to give a shout out to Andre, because he just blocked another asshole being racist towards me. So, Andre, thank you so much.
I'm telling you, man.
You're the best, Andre. You're the best.
Andre, you MVP. I'm losing brains. I'm losing more brain cells from looking at these retarded replies, from people like that.
Yeah, all right.
But there's also this review. There's just to show. Again, I thought I was being insulted the entire time. I really did. And then they had the nerve to confirm what I was saying on the podcast. You remember this, Nancy? I said this numerous times. Game Pass was going to be linked with Xbox Live Gold eventually. They came out and confirmed that Xbox Live Game Pass will be with Game Pass, and Game Pass will now be called Game Pass Ultimate again. Did anybody in this fucking panel, anybody in this chat, are you even surprised by that fucking decision right now?
No, I'm not. But Ryan, could you imagine right now they're giving away for $1?
Oh, that shit about to be done now. That shit about to be done. That shit go in now. I'm telling you. They got Game Pass Gold in this. You already got people saying it's a good value, which I do agree. It is a good value. It's $17. Sure, that's fine. But you got to look at it for what it really is, right? They already got what they wanted out of you. I say Game Pass is going to turn into something sinister. Motherfuckers sitting going, oh, you just hate Xbox. You hate Xbox. You don't like my piece of plastic. You just want to see it fail. Okay. What did you get at this year's E3 from just sitting there with your thumbs up your ass is not demanding better? Nothing.
Oh.
Nothing. Got absolutely
Here's my
nothing.
question.
Dudes want to spend more time on Twitter. Dudes want to spend more time on YouTube arguing, damage controlling, saying that this event was good. It's even gotten to a point where people are blaming gamers for this bad E3. I shit you not. Dude said that gamers are the reason why Microsoft's E3 this year sucked, saying that we are the problem because we hyped up the event. First of all, Phil Spencer hyped up this event, and we took his words to heart because this is coming from the head of Xbox.
And Phil Spencer is nothing but a fucking liar. He's lied for the last 6 years. Bottom line.
Lied to your face. What did he say?
But they
We're going to have some epic announcements. Expect some big announcements at E3 this year. I'm okay, cool. We're going to get the announcement that we're looking for. Now, again, I speak for everybody. I speak for all real Xbox dudes. Nobody was expecting no quote-unquote megaton announcements. What we were expecting was just, confirmation on studios. That's what we were expecting.
All right. Wait. I got something else for you. Bit. What do you think about what do you think about that fucking Forza with the Lego shit?
Okay, I'll give them a little props there. That is creative, right? But it's not something that I don't think that should have been at the show at this time.
Wait, it's a download. It's a DLC. It's not something new. And
I thought it was creative. Like I gave them points for creativity on that. But I agree. It shouldn't be at the show. They should have other stuff aside from that.
Yeah, but they lied. They said it was something new. It wasn't something new. It's just DLC.
Yeah, I know.
But remember, they said, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Like somebody just dangling cheese in my face, like, ooh, I got this. Ooh. Like, no.
But remember, they said 14 studio announcements. So DLC can be a part of it. That's what I'm saying. Phil Spencer, he really tricked people. He didn't trick me. I don't know what the hell was going on. People thought it was going to be 14 new exclusives and all that. I'm like, you idiots. He not saying 14 exclusives. He said announcement. Doesn't mean it's a new game, you idiots.
Exactly.
Let's fast forward to the year prior. He said we're going to show 30 exclusives. We're going to show certain reveals. Like Mary said that 30 exclusives, something like that. This time he said 60, but he said 30 last time, right?
Well, Sony is. I got to break this. Hold on. Sony is about to announce 3 major studio acquisitions.
Wait,
know.
what?
Yeah.
I've been trying to say it for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I know,
Let
Craig.
it be Insomniac, please.
Well, I mean, it's
I
I'm
really-
laughing,
I
I'm
really
laughing
want-
at all the morons that think, oh, Microsoft is just doing things big. First of all, they told you months ago that they're looking for AA studios, or they're looking for
Yes.
studios to make AA games. They're not trying to make AAA experiences. They're trying to add value to Game Pass by filling it up with AA studios. That's all it is. They're looking for indie type games for this service. You can't go wrong with indie games. I'll tell you why you can't go wrong with indie games. Number one, they're small scale, right? Some can be done very, very good. Small scale games like this can turn to the next big thing. They're looking for the next Minecraft. That's what they're looking for. The next Minecraft.
Ryan, it's CNA. That studio they announced on E3. What was the name? Double whatever.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
That studio. That's the perfect example of AA studios. That's what Mr. Bully himself said it. You're right. He said it himself. He wants AA to make quick games to put it on Game Pass.
Exactly. That's all he wants. He wants to add just that. What he's trying to do, and they're doing this. Remember, they're doing this because they need that. They need to build that library. Sony's got over 500, 700 games on PS now, right now. Tons of games. The games are just stacking up. Right.
Before we continue, I want to shout out a couple more people. Nathaniel Williams, Christopher Hart, Ryan Lundy's, Support Gaming, and Luke. All I want to say is that Sony is killing the shit right now. They always will, but we need to find some competition, and Microsoft's not it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Google's not it either. But
No, Stadia is not it.
wait. Let me finish. Google thinks they're gonna come in this game and shit and do that. Well, yesterday I was trying to do the podcast yesterday. You couldn't do shit anywhere on Google. You couldn't live stream. You couldn't do shit yesterday on Google. Everybody had a problem. So if you think that Google is going to beat competition, you're full of shit. You're full of shit because I couldn't do nothing. I reset everything I did. I mean, I thought maybe it was just maybe Google having a problem, so I reset my Google shit. I did all that. No, Google. If you can't keep your shit up and do that, and I couldn't live stream, I couldn't broadcast, I couldn't do shit. You can't have gaming.
Yeah. I'm telling y'all think I'm being calm for a reason. No, I'm saving this for Friday. Craig, no, I'm saving this for Friday. Friday's gonna be funny. But what's up, Nathaniel? What's up, Spartan? This shit.
What's up, Stardust and
what's up, Stardust?
Dig Bick.
What? What'd you say?
His name is Dig Bick.
I thought you know what? I'm not even gonna add on to it.
Oh my god!
Hey, question.
No,
Do
it
you
didn't sound like you said
think
that at first.
Bro, he's got to sub to my podcast too, because you can't have a name like that not be in my chat. That's hilarious. All right, come on, man. Come on over there and sub. I'm like 20 subs away from 1,000, so I can open up my T-shirt, my online store.
Craig,
I'm sorry.
You gonna have a T-shirt?
Yeah, I'm gonna have an online store. I'm gonna have a T-shirt, towels, and I think
you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do.
Yeah,
You know what you need to do. No, Craig. You know what you need to do. You need to have my pick with your pick on a T-shirt.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
we need to do something for RGT. We need to give
Craig.
Yeah.
Craig, you know the T-shirt that I want? I want my T-shirt to say 1.8 greater than 6. Holiday 2017. That's the one I want.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, November.
You know how Craig's T-shirt's gonna look. It's gonna show an Xbox dude moist, like literally crying.
Oh no, I will have one with the sponge on there though. But that'd be a towel.
No,
that's the towel. Something like a sponge.
he may have preparation H on there.
Oh yeah, that would be funny. The towels are gonna actually have
fun. Oh Lord. Yeah, back on the show though. I mean, again.
No, go ahead.
Nah.
Do you
One,
people
one game,
think-
one game that wasn't there, right? And this was rumored. This was talked about. I don't know if y'all remember it in the chat. I'm pretty sure Christopher remembers this because a few YouTubers covered it, including myself. Well, I mentioned it. Banjo Kazooie was rumored to be in development for a while, right? It was rumored to be, being worked on out of prototype stage, et cetera, et cetera. People were really, talking about that. Tell me, why is it that Banjo Kazooie didn't get a game at this event or even somewhat of an announcement, but yet Nintendo comes out of left field, jabs them in the jaw, and goes, "Oh yeah, Banjo Kazooie's in Smash Bros."
Because Phil Spencer like
You see
it.
what I'm saying here? That I'm like, listen, again, some people might say Banjo Kazooie's not for me. You're missing the point here. Banjo Kazooie could have been their counter to what game? Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, what's
Spyro the
one
Dragon.
is coming
This
out?
could have been their counter to those two games. Remember, nostalgia, regardless how you feel about the art style of the game, nostalgia is going to sell. It will always sell. So the fact that they didn't have that to go against the nostalgia of Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, it made sense for them to have a Banjo-Kazooie game out this time. Because remember, Crash Bandicoot Racing is about to come out in a few months.
No,
We didn't
Brian,
have none for that. Where's your counter to that?
Brian, but you know something? I feel that Rare should go back to Nintendo. It's like, look, like I read that Rare said we listened to the people and we decided that we wanted to put Banjo-Kazooie for Smash. And I'm like, yo, Rare should just go back to Nintendo.
Yeah.
Literally, like they should just go back with them.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy, man. It's like I don't get like when it comes to the Xbox, like they doing helping up Nintendo. Look, Super Lucky Tail is going to the Switch, and it's like I don't understand. And you let your fan base drive.
They showed off the same video that they did for the Xbox One X. The worst part about this show, aside from the conference, they ended this damn show off with the exact same style, the exact same cast, everybody for this Xbox Scarlet video. It's the exact same people from the Xbox Scorpio video where they were saying, "This is the We Heard You console." The exact same people. And they're talking about load times. Now, remember, I covered this. Y'all remember this. I covered PS5 is going to have fast load times. We covered the milliseconds, how fast it's going to be. They're talking about 8K now. They're talking about 120 frames a second for this console. I find it funny how all of a sudden people are like, "Oh yeah, them load times are going to be great," because Phil talked about load times. Like, really now? Really?
Yeah.
Well, let me share this with Ryan real quick because he'll find this funny. He had a special guest on his podcast this week, and in that person's section, there's some dude arguing saying that Sony found out what Microsoft was doing and copied their specs. And that Sony doesn't improve itself. What's his name? Well, you had a special guest on your podcast this week, and I won't even say who it is. But it's not him. He didn't say it. Let me make that clear. It was somebody in this comment being moist. I mean, they're moist. I mean, but he said Sony doesn't improve anything. And I typed back, well, is that why God of War won Game of the Year? Because there's no improvement. He said they're always censoring things. I said, is that why? I said Microsoft censored Xbox Live. So what are you talking about? And he said that they're not. Sony doesn't want to participate in Sony. Sony doesn't put games out that people really want. I said, then why is everybody in the Xbox community asking for Sony to put games on the Xbox?
Yeah.
It's just they're that, and they also believe. And I said this earlier. They believe that even though Mark Cerny and Jim Ryan said that the new PlayStation is going to have ray tracing, they're saying that that's fake ray tracing, that the real ray tracing will only be on the Xbox. That's how moist their community is. I mean, again, the way they are getting information and they're contextualizing it, I don't know how they got out of school.
I don't know either.
I look at it like this, man.
All right, Ryan, give me 1 second. I think Ace wants to say something to what you said.
Okay.
Can you give him a chance to talk?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm on a short fuse this week. So
my thing with Gears, do you people think that it's going to do well? I really believe that it's going to flop because I believe that Microsoft doesn't have any confidence in their games anymore.
Okay. They changed the entire narrative from 2013 going through 2019. So yes, it's gonna fail to me. It's gonna fail regardless. Sure, they're gonna have the same suckers who bought the first one, who bought the second Xbox One S, then they bought the X, right? They're gonna have those same suckers who are gonna buy this the new one. But as far as it doing the sales that it did with the 360 and really, taking gaming by storm like it did, nah. I don't see that ever again.
I
Maybe
think
with
I agree.
All
XCloud,
right,
right? They'll reach more gamers through XCloud. But even with XCloud, the Xbox as a whole, you won't need an Xbox console at this point. The
No,
Xbox
I am not
console
talking
is
about
done.
Xbox. I'm talking about Gears of War.
Yeah, I think the game will be
You-
fine. It'll be fine. If
Say
people are
Gears
really
of
looking
War.
forward to it. Yeah, people are
Yeah,
looking
do you
forward
think
Oh,
to
the
it.
game
Gears
will
of War
sell?
will do. It's going to do fine because it's on PC. They're pushing the PC version a little harder than the actual Xbox version. So obviously, I mean, you can you can go back. They even advertised that the definitive version pretty much is going to be on PC. So obviously, Gears of War 5 is going to do well, but it's still it's a disappointment for E3 wise because they didn't show anything for it.
All right,
So,
Craig and Ryan, I got a question for you.
what's
I
up?
want you to I want you to respond because you guys weren't here in the beginning when I did this. I had some Xbox fanboy that I responded to on Twitter.
Mhm.
Okay.
My mute button's been on fleek. So I hardly see him.
No. This is gonna sound really fucked up, but I'm gonna quote what they said. Okay, and I want you both you guys to respond. What he said was, PlayStation fans are a bit spoiled lately because of their exclusives. I don't want games handed to me on a
Oh,
silver
yeah.
platter. Wait a minute. I
I
don't
read
want them.
that.
Wait, all right. Wait a minute. Let me finish. I don't want them handed to me on a silver platter. I want them to be earned.
Want them to be earned, okay? Technically, that's got to be the dumbest shit I've heard in years. First of all, they've already earned. They should already be earned because you spent what 500, 400 fucking dollars. You're entitled to those games. You're entitled to those experiences. Day fucking one because you bought the hardware. That's the point of the fucking console, the software. The fact that these dumbasses are saying shit like that makes you lose my fucking faith and humanity as a whole. That makes no sense.
This is an Xbot that said this shit.
That makes no sense, though. That's the dumbest shit I've heard.
And
Craig,
that's-
Craig, since you're the Messiah Xbox, what do you think about your Xbot saying this?
Well, it goes to prove I had a hypothesis that I moved to theory, and it's been confirmed by a dope Fleetwood that they want the same games that the PlayStation has. They don't want to have to buy a PlayStation. I believe there was somebody today in the Xbox community. They tweeted something out like, and I'm paraphrasing, that if Sony wants me to buy their games, they need to release them on the platform I prefer. So they think they should be able to go and get an Xbox and still have Sony buy their games. Now, I do agree with Ash and Luca. I think it's generational because their generation, and I'm talking 30 and below, they have grown up with everything literally being centered around them. So they can go get a smart device and play Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon, streaming. What they fail to realize is that if I want to watch The Handmaid's Tale, I need Hulu. I can't call Hulu and say, I demand you put this on Amazon. Each one of these services has exclusive content. To them, their generation does not believe in exclusive content. So and even Cole Eastwood tweeted out when all that stuff happened with Sony using Azure Cloud. What did he tweet out? It was something like, finally, finally games won't be locked behind a console purchase because they can't stand it. And they know they're going to come home one day and they're going to have all these Twitters and Facebooks, and they're going to have to try to damage control Gears of War, Halo, and Forza going to PlayStation. They know it's coming. It's in their mind. It's like a splinter working its way through their finger. They know what's coming.
It's sad and insulting to me that we have dudes saying, "Wait to E3, give them another chance." I'm like, well,
exactly.
I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all can spread this around. If I see one asshole come near me with that tweet, you're getting blocked. That's all I got. You're a lost cause.
But you know what?
You're not worth time. You're a fucking idiot.
But
how many wait to E3s can you endure a console generation wise? How many can you endure? That makes no sense.
But I've been saying that all day. They're still telling me again, wait to E3. And I said that earlier in the video. What E3 am I going to wait for? I have been fucked up at every.
I've already been spoiled left and right on this side, and I'm not even counting Nintendo. Despite some of the games might not be for me, right? Yeah,
but
despite some of the games for Nintendo not necessarily being for me, right? Some I've outgrown. I can't deny that Nintendo is legit. They're feeding their fans what they want to see. They're giving them third-party support. They're giving them games they want to play. Astro Chain looks amazing, does it not? That looks amazing.
Yes.
That's what they want.
Games coming to Nintendo.
They are giving you even more Zelda games. I love Zelda. I love Zelda.
Yeah. They got a new Breath of the Wild they announced at E3 today. There's another one coming. They ain't playing. They deliver. And the reason why Nintendo went all out, for those of you that are confused by why they show so much, Nintendo is about to pass the Xbox One total sales, guys. They were advertised or projected to pass them by fall. They're getting ready to pass this goddamn console in general. It's about to be done.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
What do you think about all that shit that they were saying that Xbox has this crossplay and all that shit's going on Nintendo, but it was never proven and it's false, and Nintendo never came to E3 to confirm it?
Listen, again, this is all PR words. They're trying their hardest to sell you something like they did with the DRM. They're trying so hard to sell you with this. Remember, they tried to get you with casual shit at the start of the generation with the NFL fantasy football team. Y'all remember that shit? You can create your football fantasy team. And they did the Skype integration and all that. They tried their hardest with casual type shit. That flopped. So now they have to go to extreme measures. What does Sony announce? I already announced it today on my channel. If y'all want to check it out, check the video. But courtesy of Sony's going to have cross-gen play with PS4 users with PS5. Now, how does this work? It's very simple. All your games, all your save files will be transferred over to the PS5 when you buy a PS5. You'll be able to talk to PS4 users and sit in parties with them. They're doing a cross-gen play with them. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, but how does that gonna work?
I got a question for you, Bit.
Yeah.
What do you think about Xbox saying no more backwards compat?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
You weren't here, so I'm gonna ask you.
I didn't know that.
No more backwards compat, huh? Okay. Yep. Okay, so I should see every grown man in their 50s and 40s and late 30s come out and screaming, well, this is anti-consumer. I lost my games. I buy my next gen consoles for all my old games. I should see that on Twitter, but I don't see that.
I'm putting it up there right now.
Yeah, I don't see that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
No, but
they actually did say it.
I didn't know that was the name. Wow. Right. Okay.
Yeah, Ace, what were you gonna say?
Craig, what's your take on why do you think Xbox fans doesn't want to buy a PlayStation console? Because
they're moist. They're moist. That's it. They're moist.
It's not about the money, because they are willing to put $500 for the X.
They're moist.
Craig,
they're moist.
Craig,
that's it. Yes.
Craig, explain to him what you mean by moist.
Moist, wet, damn, stupid. They're entitled. they feel entitled. They again, as a generation of people who never, like, generationally, their generation was never taught to lose.
That's funny.
They were never taught to lose.
Damn stupid. That's funny.
They got awards for participating. I mean, who gets an award for showing up? Well, their generation did. So they feel entitled to just whatever they want. They didn't have to build anything. I mean, what exactly is their generation doing? Nothing. So They feel that, well, even though I heard people say this, I feel like I'm being punished for owning an Xbox. It's because they never were taught to lose. Because when we lost and we played baseball or football, you were upset, but you were always walked across the field and you shook hands and stuff like that.
But Craig, what do they do now? What do they do now?
They complain. They complain.
No. They actually give trophies to the second player. Said you did a good job, so here's your little trophy.
Yeah, they all get trophies. They all go. They all get. They don't know what it's like to lose. That's why I love what Thanos said. They
lost that in the 360 era.
Well, they lost that generation because Sony actually outsold the PS3 outsold the 360 by 4 million copies. But they don't want to buy it because they feel they want to come home and talk to their friends online. It's a social device for them, and they want to call in the B2 and get one man army. That's just who they are. And they're entitled. They feel that things should be, even though they lost, like Nancy was saying, they lost, but they still got trophies growing up. Therefore, Sony should capitulate to what they want because that's what's happening in their whole life.
Correct.
Exactly. They think they won, even though they got a trophy for like third place.
Yeah.
And they're like,
we're
winners. We're winners. We got a trophy. We did this. We did that. No, they just gave you some shit to say, okay, you did an okay job. It's not because you did a good job. You did an okay job. And that's what they need to stop doing with people, even in the real world, and not only in gaming. Stop giving out trophies to people that don't deserve it. Don't do this lame ass shit. Even with these kids, that's why kids grow up to be stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a badass because I got a trophy. No, you got a trophy because you just played.
Mm-hmm.
Stop doing that.
So they would rather not buy a game and experience it just because they're waiting.
Exactly.
How stupid is that?
Their friends are on Xbox, therefore, and again,
what? How is? But their friend might be playing God of War right now. How stupid is that?
But okay.
Well, they also literally thought that when the Xbox X came out, because it was more powerful, that Sony's first-party studios would just put games over there because it was going to look better. This is what they thought. But I saw somebody say, and I'm not going to go there. I saw somebody say that they had battered wife syndrome. And I'm not going to go there because I know women that have been battered, and that's not even comparison. These dudes are just stupid. And they get into a group think tank and they just espouse ignorance. They just do it. I mean, it's just like today. They're going around saying that Sony's lying about ray tracing and only real ray tracing will be on the Xbox because they've got to come up with a reason mentally on why they have to get another Xbox, even though AMD's confirmed it for both.
Correct. But remember, that when Sony did that presentation with the shards, telling you how much you want to talk about the cloud and all that crap.
Mm-hmm.
Like these guys thought that PS Now was going to go to the Xbox.
Yeah.
And one thing I saw, which I was just laughing, and a lot of people, some of these guys got exposed. This guy said, "Oh, okay, God of War, next God of War on the Xbox."
Really?
We want to play Bloodborne. We got Total Software, so we can bring Bloodborne to the Xbox.
Yeah, but what does that show you? What does that break all that down. What does that show you? What does that prove? It proves they want to play those games. That's it. That's where you have to start. So they expose themselves. So at first they're walking. I mean, they're talking about Blair Witch. Fair enough. Isn't that a walking simulator? That's what they were saying about games like Hellblade and Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a walking simulator. They want those games to be on Xbox, and Xbox they feel I'm abandoned. The hardcore, we're not, it's gone. And like, if you're a hardcore gamer, you don't play on Xbox anyway. That's what they don't understand. The hardcore gamers have never played on Xbox.
No, I wouldn't say that. They had gamers when they were hardcore. Just the thing is, they lost their way and turned into just the dude bro console. That's what happened with
a
they had
casual
hardcore gamers at the start. Yeah,
Yeah.
when Halo came out and all the other ones, they had it. But right now, Lord.
But the shit I read, are they pretending to be this stupid?
No, they're moist.
I mean,
don't
like-
have to make it. Don't. I'm saying don't lose sleep over it. They're moist.
no, I'm not. I'm here enjoying my games. I always
I
end
know
my
you are.
sentence with, I am a gamer. I am here gaming while you are here begging for a game.
Mhm.
If you have money to put for an X, you have money to buy God of War and support Sony, because we need to support companies that put out games that doesn't have microtransactions and loot boxes and whatsoever.
Oh
Well,
my!
But they're
I can
out
tell you
here.
right now, the last person you need to worry about is Sony in terms of support. Sony's got that on lock. IGN came out with a video. I think it was a poll. Even IGN came out and confirmed that they are more excited for the next gen PlayStation than they are for any other platform. And
Really?
others have spoken. Yeah, check it out. Many of these publishers or a lot of gamers, plus journalists are coming out saying they're more hyped for PS4 5 over the next Xbox. So Sony's got people sold on that next one without a doubt.
No, Ryan, but you know what's funny? Speaking of that, like look how sneaky is Phil throwing that the next Halo is going to launch with the next Xbox. I'm like, Phil, who gives that shit?
Who cares? What does that do for me? It's another new piece of plastic. Who cares? That's all you've been doing is launching plastic. You got so many different consoles, different colors. Remember, we got more. I want y'all to take this into account. We have more variety in terms of Xboxes, in terms of like color variants, custom designs, and all that than we do in actual games and studios.
Well, that's actually, guys. This is actually where I think Microsoft did do well. Just as Sony closed last gen with The Last of Us with PS3, Microsoft is closing this generation with Gears. And then they opened up their new one with Halo, which is their big come to Jesus.
Wait. I gotta say one thing. When it comes to Halo, they showed shit for it. All right. But before we get into that, I want to do some shout outs. We got a lot of people in here. We got Nathaniel Williams. Shut up, Brian. What? Bitch slap your ass. All right. Christopher Hart, Ryan Landres, Support Gaming, Luke, Stardust, Ward Horror, and King Thrash. What's up? I want to thank you guys for coming by. Hit that like button. You know we're telling the truth. We know we're speaking from the heart. We are all gamers at the end of the day, and we come from the heart. Everybody, I think, on this panel has an Xbox, and we're disappointed that they fucked up once again. Once again, you got the Messiah here, and the Messiah may have to take some preparation age because he just got fucked in the ass.
I'll tell you,
That's not right. That's not right. That's not right.
Go look at fucking Lamar Wilson's look at Lamar Wilson's channel. They came out with another fucking Xbox Matador, a fucking purple one.
Another
Oh my god.
Purple Xbox.
Oh, cool.
Purple Xbox?
A purple Xbox.
I'm gonna run to the store right now and buy it.
I'm gonna say it right now.
A fucking purple Xbox.
No, you know why? Because Phil Spencer came out there with his, oh yes, no problem, yes. He was doing all his shit tonight on when he was on E3. He was doing like, yes, no problem.
I'm telling you, Phil treats the Xbox like it's a pair of fucking sneakers. He's got a color for every fucking outfit. Y'all notice that? He's got a color for every outfit. There's some.
I just gotta say, what up, sick humor? What the fuck's up? But anyway, no, he came out, and if you watched him with his thumbs in his
pocket,
pockets, all right, playing pocket pool. And no, he played pocket pool, and he did, and then he did that. Oh yes, oh no problem. Oh whatever. I mean, he was like on the LGBT community on that thing. I ain't being funny. Yes, he was. If you guys watched, yes, that motherfucker was. He was talking like he was one of them. He was talking like he was one of them.
I'm not even gonna comment. This man really is trying to be the walking advertisement for this platform. Like, we support everybody. We're pro everybody. Like Phil.
No, I'm just getting sick of the bullshit though. People ain't gonna call out people. I'm not one of those motherfuckers. You all know that. You all on this panel know that. I'm not one of those motherfuckers. I'm gonna call your ass out no matter what. And Phil Spencer came out there with his big fucking fat head, bobblehead the whole time. First of all, he needs to go on a fucking diet, eat some salad or something. But anyway,
his mind. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
girl.
His mind.
No, I'm being serious. But he came out there like 4 or 5 times and didn't do shit. And just smiling.
Introducing the new studio to help us pave the way for game creators like Phil. Off my screen, please.
Ryan, if you're like me, I don't like nobody just keeps smiling in my fucking face.
Yeah, that grin.
No, that grin. That grin, I just want to walk up to him and just wait.
I'm telling y'all
in his fucking face.
Y'all look, I'm not an Xbox supporter. I'm not an Xbox. I'm telling you, if I put as much faith into a company like these dudes did, and I wasn't on PlayStation at all, and Microsoft was strictly my own platform, just the only platform I game on, I promise you, I would have thrown an Elite control at Phil's head. He wouldn't have walked off that stage with no fucking smile after that abysmal show. He just wouldn't. At the start of the show, you had people standing up doing the X gesture. He was sitting there going, "Oh man, it's good to be." You remember that? I'm like, he's like, "Hey, it's good to be back here." I'm like, first of all, why are y'all doing X gestures when this man has not given you nothing? You say the X gestures until you get the big announcement. Then you do the X gestures. You don't do X gestures, because you see a representative coming on the stage. That's like us doing a damn PlayStation gesture for Sean Layton if he didn't announce it there. Are you serious? Come on, man.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. On PlayStation, we would have fucked those motherfuckers up if they gave us a show like that. We would have called it.
No. Sean Layton, and now he gets choked up on the stage, and he'll.
But Ryan, if there was PlayStation up there doing that shit, you know what the whole crowd would have been doing? Boo! 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 Fuck that shit.
Sony's so smart. Sony's so freaking smart. Like, they knew what the hell was going to happen. They knew what games I was dropping in each conference. Like, look, we're not going over there. We're not put some smoke and mirrors like Microsoft. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to shell this year.
I got a good example for y'all right here. Y'all gonna die laughing because it's the truth though. Y'all remember when Sony took a jab at Microsoft? He's sitting there going, "I'm gonna show you guys one more true exclusive. I'm gonna get on out of here." Imagine him saying that shit, and he showed off Cyberpunk and left the stage. Do y'all think Phil? Because a lot of people talk trash about Sean Layton, right? They talk about the dude's teeth. They talk about how he chokes up on stage. I guarantee you, that him in that suit would have been perfect. It wouldn't be pristine if that was PlayStation dudes at that fucking show, and they did this type of show for us. I promise you. Ain't nobody
the show was a letdown because of what the fanboys were saying. And Ryan, let me ask you this.
What's up?
Because you followed the next gen console thing. Do you think that Microsoft just trolled Sony with their announcement of Scarlet, whatever you want to call it, or do you think that Sony's Wired article with Mark Cerny, and then Jim Ryan confirming things?
What exactly did they confirm with their console? Let's really look at it. What exactly did they confirm? All they did was match the same thing.
Well, yeah, do you think that's a troll?
In his interview,
do you think that's a troll? Do you really think that Sony took the wind out of their sails with their announcement?
I said this with Death Stranding. More buzz going into E3 was what? On what game, guys? Death Stranding. That one game had the internet, had Twitter buzzing. More buzz came from that game than Microsoft did with their show at E3.
That's
And it had more gameplay.
That's really embarrassing. And they're not even there.
Yeah,
One
I'm gonna
game.
Wait, I gotta say, what's up, Andrew Wilkins and Lamont? What's going on? What's going on, guys? Thank you for joining us. And everybody, do me a favor, hit that like button. We're bringing you a phenomenal show tonight. I mean, a down banging show. You got to hit that like button. You have to hit that like button for all of us.
Yeah, I'm
it's
savage.
free, damn it. It's free.
It's free, and I'm savage today. Plus, you get more.
It's free to hit that like button. You don't have to pay no money like on Microsoft to play your games. You could just hit that like button. Hit that like button. It's free. It's motherfucking free to hit that like button and show some love for the people who bring you shit that's 100, that's real, that's the real deal. Hit that like button, motherfuckers. Show some love.
I mean, I remember one dude said, and this is before we got to this show, right? My man said, and I can't believe he said this shit. He said, Microsoft is PC. First of all, if Microsoft was a legit PC, then y'all got to be the biggest pussies I've ever seen in the PC community. Because one thing I can tell you about PC gamers, they don't stand for bullshit.
Yeah.
They don't stand for bullshit. They don't like
shit.
They're not going to support it.
No,
I don't see a single one of you motherfuckers saying shit. So you're clearly you clearly don't represent PC gamers at all. You're just trying to use that as an excuse to go, well, they're doing something different. They're trying to reach more gamers. Don't get me wrong. I see what Microsoft's hustle is. I've confirmed it. Yes, Microsoft is going to other platforms. Some people look at me weird when I say it. I'm like, hey, it is what it is. I've tried to warn people in the past. I'm tired of trying to warn people. I told you. Now you're going to accept this reality while dudes on PlayStation and Nintendo going to the sunset in whatever direction they want to go in terms of games. But best believe, consoles, I don't see a console in Microsoft's future past this one. I don't see
it.
They do have one coming up, but
I'm saying past that, I don't see another Xbox in their future.
No. Anything they do, they may come out with another one, but for streaming, not for nothing else.
Nah, there ain't gonna be you ain't gonna be no console. Period. I'm telling you,
I think Lockhart was for streaming. I think Lockhart was for streaming, but because of how the sad edition failed, I think they were like, okay, nope, we're done. We're not gonna put this out only to get screwed in the end.
Yeah, it's just it's just sad, man. Sad.
Yeah, and have you all noticed? I don't know if you all have noticed with the Xbox podcast since E3. Forget, we're I guess 72 hours, 100 hours, whatever away. Their demeanor has changed. I even heard Big Cloud's guest the other day saying that they would be more careful with the information that they're giving because obviously they were sold they were sold a hill of beans.
I know you loved my reaction to that. I was going going, yeah.
You know what, Craig? We all were sold that shit.
But some of us but you saw through. You saw through.
But you know what the problem is? We all tried to support something and give them the benefit of the doubt.
True.
And we got fucked hard in the ass, excuse my expression. And we all need some preparation H right now. All right, because I thank God Craig's got stock in that because
stocking Johnson's baby.
Yeah, there you go.
Waking up though. I saw something that brought a tear to my eye, and I continue to see it, so it's really making me just emotional. People are really speaking up, man. They're actually noticing this. But a certain YouTubers losing support left and right, and I'm proud of it. So yeah, it's good.
Oh, who? Type it in the DM me the YouTuber. Just DM me.
It starts with a C, then ends with an R.
Oh shit!
There you go. Starts with a C, ends with an R. I saw this dude. I saw that. Man, let me tell you something. If that was stock, that shit plummeted. That shit did a nosedive. And I'm like, if he wants to complain and blame gamers, there's only one person that has to complain, and that's himself. My man said Microsoft insults its gamers with the worst E3 showing ever with all these dudes, right?
But yeah,
Not even 2 hours later, Craig,
yeah.
Microsoft stuns gamers with an announcement.
I know.
What?
Nancy, Nancy, let me ask you, do you feel, because I feel this, do you feel vindicated? Because everything that you have been saying for the last 18 to 24 months, it came to fruition Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m.
Actually, I do feel vindicated. I'm like, you know what? I've been saying this for a long time, and everybody's telling me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But guess what? I do know what I'm talking about. Gaming is my passion. I believe in gaming. I want to keep gaming alive. I fight for this gaming community, and ain't nobody gonna tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, because I do feel vindicated, because I said that it was gonna happen again, and it did. And it did. So I you know what? I'm proud of myself that I can actually say that I spoke the truth, like I always say I do. I keep it 100 and funky with people. I did it again, and Phil Spencer proved me right once again. I'm on top of the world. Why wouldn't I be?
Right.
Phil Spencer fucked up again, and I proved it. It is what it is.
All right, now did Phil F up, or did they tell people what they were trying to do, and a group of fanboys just didn't want to believe it? Because see, that's what I think really did happen. If you go back and you look at what Xbox had said back in October and ahead of that, if you read what they're actually talking about, this press conference isn't a shock. It's disappointing for the lack of gameplay, but it's not a shock. I mean, the Super Lucky Tales announcement.
No, it's not a shock, only because I knew.
Right, correct.
That I knew. Listen, look at 2016. Look, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. Go back to 2015. What they do?
Craig, you might want to
same shit over and over and over again.
Hey, Craig, you might want to tune into Lucas' podcast. I think she does it today. So tune in after this show, because I'm pretty sure we're going to see another level of damage control. So yeah, it's going to be fun.
Well, that's fine. I mean, I was on there the other day when OBJ the Don was going ham.
Really
you know what?
Wait, hold on 1 second. Unless you ask me on my podcast to promote another podcast, don't do it. No, that's fucking wrong.
Yeah, my bad.
I'm good. No, Ryan, you've done this before.
No, I didn't. Did I?
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
What did I do?
Don't. Same podcast.
Did I?
Don't promote. Yeah.
Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah. You never remember mentioning anything. So stop drinking or smoking, whatever you're doing, because you forget what you do.
No, I didn't forget shit. I'm pissed off. I'm really pissed off after this whole fucking show. So my mind's everywhere.
Okay.
You're pissed off after this show?
After E3. After E3, yeah.
After E3.
Well, then say it. You said pissed off after this show. This is my show. So make sure you say you say E3. Make sure you say E3.
Your show? That doesn't make sense though.
What?
Why would I be pissed off? Why would I be pissed off at your show? That makes no sense.
You just said I'm pissed off.
Yeah, I'm saying, but why would you
no,
that I would
because Ryan, we're talking to people who have low IQs. Okay, so when you say this show, you're talking about this show right now.
So I gotta be plural. Okay.
Yeah, we gotta remember, man. There's some people out there that are moist. I mean, it's just they're moist. So maybe nobody.
Let me be plural with this one. Phil, I don't know his middle name. Spencer is a dickhead. There you go.
All right.
You know what? Low key, I guarantee he loves him some Phil Spencer.
Yo, what is that? I saw that.
Oh, I was going to say, I think they have told people what they're doing, but there's a group of fanboys and fangirls that instead of listening to what they were doing, they projected different things, and now we're here. I feel vindicated. So because everything that I've said came to fruition this past Sunday. Everything, including the head of Xbox Games saying we're open to putting all our games on other platforms, which
Lord.
So,
I'm not gonna lie.
I asked myself, what's the point of the Xbox?
Well, you're right. No, I mean, you said it. Jimmy B Gaming, shout out to Jimmy. He has said that. I've heard Talking Ball Princess say that before. You get a PlayStation, a Switch, and a PC. You're good. So I agree.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, I got a question. Ace, you got something to say about this? Because Ace has been quiet. Ace, you still there?
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
What do you got to say? What do you got to say about what everybody's saying?
Okay, so my thing is with Xbox is you come to the point where you're like, okay, you can't. It's time consuming, it's energy consuming, but it's also a problem because it can catch Sony as well. Because look at what Microsoft did with Pay for Online. They started this shit. They are the people that started this shit. And then a year later, what happened? Sony followed. So my biggest fear right now is that Sean Layden goes the Phil route, which is putting their games on PC. What do people thought on that?
Okay, guys.
Oh, as far as Sony putting games on PC?
Yeah.
Are you talking about natively or just the way they're doing it now?
No, legit. Like, same way Microsoft is doing that right now.
I think the second party stuff has gone, but I don't think anything has gone natively. I don't know, Bloodborne. I don't. Maybe Bloodborne. I think that is Sony does own that IP. That may be natively played, but
no, can't be natively.
No, okay. So I guess the question would be, when will they do it natively? If they start seeing dreary sales, there's no reason not to attempt to do that. Again, that's why Microsoft did this. And Microsoft had 100 million consoles, and they had several games hit 10 million, 8 to 10 million. I think Uncharted is over 12 million. Uncharted 4, I think. You would not see them going to PC. What Microsoft is doing is a reaction. Their fanboys online are saying they're being proactive. No, they're being pummeled, so they're going somewhere else to put content. Because if you go to a developer and they're like, look, you've only got 30 million something sold, you got to come back with, well, we'll give you the option to put it on PC, where there's however many PC owners that can possibly put to your software.
Getting affected by this shit. That's crazy. Fuck.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, look, Nintendo. Nintendo's another example. Like, freaking Smash. It's almost like 13 million. That came out like November last year. Like, you see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, of course, Microsoft had to do this, like you said, and I'm gonna say this, Craig. Like, you've been saying this for so long, and people looking your sideways, say, "Well, I don't know what the hell you're talking about." I remember that, and look, I come in fruition, and this way. Then you're right. Microsoft is doing this because the game didn't sell. Freaking Sunset Overdrive, I barely hit 1 million. Took forever to hit 1 million.
Yep.
That's just to show. Like, it's like, okay, you know what? We can't account with our fan base. We just have to put everything everywhere. Like that's what I'm saying. Look, and Phil Spencer had an interview also saying that it's not about how many hardware you sell. It's not about that. You know what I mean? So that's to let you know that putting only games on the Xbox, especially, it's not enough. You want to put it everywhere. That's what they want to do. Unfortunately.
Wasn't there another report that came out that he said that he was trying to reach 200? He was trying to sell 200 million Xbox or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. He want, but yeah, right.
All I gotta say,
He
All
was
I
trying
gotta,
to game for that.
all I gotta say, what Phil Spencer says is full of shit. On that note,
Oh shit.
no, he is. He's full of shit. We've been going over 2 hours. I don't want to keep people too long. We're gonna end there, so I want everybody to do the outros. So we'll start with Ace. Go ahead, Ace.
Okay, as always, thank you for having me here. It's always fun to talk gaming and be with real people, legit people who don't suck cooperation off. Ace, you can find me on Kahraba Dutch Shab. I will type my Twitter name, and yeah, see you next time.
We'll see you next time. Then we got who we got next. Let's do Craig Harris.
Oh, yeah, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. I jumped on late. Had a great time, great podcast, good topics, and everybody just keep playing and tell some more people about the podcast and hit that like button for the princess.
Appreciate that, Craig. Next up, we got Al Matador.
Yo. Again, Princess, thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure being here. It was a nice podcast, great energy and everything. You guys can find me on Xbox, on PlayStation, RD and Matador 09, just like that. And have a blessed night. And make sure before you leave, hit that like button. It's free, okay? It's free. So have a blessed night, everybody. And thank you for coming.
Next up, we got Bit Gaming, who I'm gonna side whoop his ass when we're done. But go ahead, Bit.
Yeah, no, as I can't even talk. I'm so fucking heated from this show. I'll say like this, man. This is Big Cloud Gaming. Y'all make sure y'all tune in Friday on the channel. It's gonna be a bloodbath. That's all I gotta say. It's gonna be fucking all out. Ain't nobody holding shit back Friday. I'm fucking angry as hell from that show. And yeah, that's really all I can say. Y'all hit that like button, all that shit, and yeah, we'll see you later.
And last but not least, you got TTFP. And I rule the gaming community. It is what it is. Thank you guys for coming by. Hit that like button. And you're going to hit the like button. You know why? Because you all love me. I'm out of here. Later. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it.
Adios.
Yep.
Bye.